Well, good morning. Time for another cup of coffee. New coffee this morning. I got a couple of different monthly things that send me different stuff. So this is something I haven't had before. I don't remember what it is, otherwise I would tell you. I'd have to go look at the bag. All right, so uh, one of the things, one of the things that has come up over the last couple of weeks since this Fender thing um, is people talking about consumerism, right? Um, just consuming, just literally just buying stuff to buy stuff, which is kind of where a lot of the clone guitars come from, right? So um, it got me thinking, and then the other thing is too is thinking about this video I made yesterday on this channel, and honestly thinking about this tube amp thing. I did this tube amp video yesterday. I am an enthusiast, right? One of the things that has been getting thrown around a lot is that anybody that has nice stuff or likes nice stuff is just like coping or showing off or whatever, which is really funny to me because I don't go anywhere or show it to anybody. It's so funny. Anyways, so thinking about that and the difference between a consumer of a thing and an enthusiast, right? I am a guitar enthusiast. And typically, when somebody is an enthusiast about something, that's not the only thing that they are. We tend to have too many hobbies, right? But not just hobbies, not just the thing we're into, but it's an approach to life, in my opinion. This is, you see this, right? If you are an enthusiast about one thing, typically that personality type means that you're going to do it about a lot of stuff. You're going to care about the details about, various things. And I think that's really fun. I think that's super cool. So I guess my question is, I'm going to ask you this right now. Are you a guitar enthusiast or are you a guitar consumer? I'm going to ask you that before we talk about it, and then I'm going to ask you again and to see if your answer changes. A consumer buys function. Okay, a consumer just buys something for a function or an outcome, right? So you buy a drill to hang shelves. Um, you have one watch because it tells time. Probably not an expensive one. It just needs to do the function. You buy a lawnmower to cut your grass, and you have a guitar that does what it does. It does the thing, and you like it, and it's fine. And it doesn't matter what it is. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care how expensive or cheap it is, or any of this stuff, or what brand names they are, or whatever. The mentality behind it is you wanted a guitar, so you bought a guitar. You bought a lawnmower because you needed to cut your grass. Right? Does it work? Yep. Does it break? Nope. Is it worth the money that I paid for it? To me, yes, absolutely. So it's what I need. It's what I got. And it's cool. And when it breaks or when I feel like I need a new one, I'll get a new one. But until then, I'm good. Right? That person sees, I don't know how many guitars I have, a lot of them, or they see my pocket knife, or they see my whatever it is, and they say, "You're crazy. Why would you spend $600 on a pocket knife? Why would you spend $3,000 on a guitar? Why would you drive an Audi when a Prius will do?" And they're not wrong, right? They're not wrong because they have made choices and they're totally happy with them. And we don't want to take away from that. Like, if you're happy with those choices, then that's awesome. The opposite of that is me. And a lot of you are like me in the respect that you don't buy a thing for the function of it. You buy it for the engagement. Not because you need it, right? You You buy the thing because it's engaging. I'm one of these people. Well, let's just say this. So let's go down the list. So obviously craftsmanship or whatever that means in whatever, I don't know if there's so much craftsmanship in like a John Deere lawnmower, but it's a quality product, right? Versus, some, store brand thing. The design of it, engineering, the history of the company, history of the product itself, uh, the various nuances between, models and brands and various things like that. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. There's also the collecting side. Uh, what you'll find a lot of times is the consumer will talk bad about the person who collects. We see this all the time in guitars where people who collect, you're just a collector. Why is that a pejorative? Why is it? Why do you talk bad about somebody who just collects? Because it's fun. They're having fun too. Of course, there's optimization of the product to get the best one for your needs. Um, and, yeah. Um, Mechanical watches. I don't have one on right now. This is one of my beaters because I don't wear a mechanical watch while I'm making pickups because it'll ruin it. So this is just an Echo Drive. But mechanical watches, they're unnecessary. They're less accurate, but they're cool. Fountain pens are, 1800s technology, but they're cool. Coffee. Okay. Uh, you should see my coffee bar. It's bonkers. I'm a weirdo about coffee. You can have some Folgers, Taster's Choice with the little flavor crystals. Totally cool. Uh, a lot of people really like what are the things with the cups? It's cool. I used to have one. It serves a function and it's fast, right? Um, Camera nerds, audiophiles. Some people are totally happy with their iPhone speaker walking around Walmart listening to music. Not me. Um, Car people, right? I'm a car person. And guitar weirdos. We're just a thing. We talked about functional art yesterday, and that's just kind of a thing. There's a difference between uh, you know, a thing and art that does a thing. But the psychology behind it is more important, I think, than the object itself. Um, a consumer, basically, their thing is they just need something to function. It's a means to an end. Um, and an enthusiast, we get our high, I guess you could really call it, from the mastery and the learning and the and the understanding all of the various aspects about a thing, even if we don't own that thing, right? Um, I really want a Porsche 911 at some point. I'm I'm learning a lot. I really want. There's a particular watch that I want to, and I'll have it someday. It might be years from now, right? It might be years from now, but I'm gonna know everything about it before I get it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just gonna learn the thing. That makes me an enthusiast. I don't necessarily have it even yet. I just want to learn about it. I want to understand all the little aspects of it. So when we have a guitar with pickup output and frets and all the various little things and what kind of tone circuit you have on your amp and like all those various things are super fun. Um, I could tell you, I don't remember this one because, like I said, it's an Eco Drive, but I could tell you in all my mechanical watches what the movement models are, like who made the movement in each watch, right? Like I could tell you, like all that stuff. The knowledge itself is part of the fun, and kind of nerding out about the stuff is fun, and then the identity that comes with that, not that I'm better than you, not that I have a thing that you don't have, because honestly, most enthusiasts want to share. Most of the enthusiasts are, it's about a community, right? There are some dorks that are very selfish and they are just jerks, you know. But mostly it's not the enthusiasts that. Usually it's the overly conservative and cheap consumer that is that. Where when you're an enthusiast, you're part of a community. You're like I'm a guitar person. Um, I'm not a person who likes guitars. I'm a guitar person, and I know you're a guitar person. And look, we have guitars here. Let's share them. Come on over. I'll let you play my Gibson custom shop. I want to play your. Somebody's like, you. My LTD is below you yesterday, and I'm like, no, I want to learn about it. Actually, that's a brand I'm not familiar with. I'm very interested to learn it. So you have Jeep people, you have Harley people, you have Leica people, you have Apple people, you have all these various communities, and it's fun. It becomes this whole community that you can partake in, that you can expand in, that you can make friends in, um, and that's really really cool, right? That's just a really cool thing. Some people take the negative from that, but I don't. I think it's really awesome that we all get to meet each other and talk about this stuff because we are enthusiasts, not just consumers, right? And here's what happens. The consumer gets in the chat and tries to ruin it for everybody. You're just buying the name. You're just blah, 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 blah. Like, that. Come on, dude. Look, we're here to have fun, bro. Like, that's all we're doing. We're just having fun. We're playing guitars. We're not competing. I'm not competing. I don't need to. Who am I competing with? I'm not competing. Like, who am I competing with? Like, let's just hang out. Let's just talk about guitar stuff. Don't come in a chat or in a comments section and try to ruin the joy for everybody because you're not as enthusiastic about this thing that I'm enthusiastic about. You're just trying to steal my joy. That's all you're trying to do. And what the thing is people will be like, you're so easy to offend. To be honest with you, it's quite the opposite of that. And I think you'll find it's not just me. I think you'll find that most enthusiasts who really enjoy what they do have already found their identity in that thing. So like, look, man, I'm a knife person. If you make fun of the fact that I spend money on knives, it goes straight over my head. Don't even care because I really love it. And as a result, we laugh at you. If you make fun of us, or if you are jealous of us, or we laugh. I think it's funny, right? It's entertaining. I think it's funny. So just, we don't want you to do that. We want you to be part of the community. So don't like try to alienate us because it'll just alienate yourself. If you're that person, we want you to be part of the community too. And we just want to, come on over. Like, let's talk guitar stuff. And we want you to take whatever guitar you have. I don't care what brand it is. I don't care where it's from. And we want you to be part of the conversation and add to it. Not tear down other people that are enthusiasts. I think that's really important. Now there are the people that'll say, well, at some point you're just buying joy, and you just, no matter what you spend on something, it's never going to make you happy. That's probably a psychological problem of some sort that you need to get, Dylan, betterhelp.com/DylanTalksTone. We have a referral link for that. You probably got to get some help with that. I can't help you with that. All I know is I love this stuff and I think it's awesome, and I'm going to have fun. And I want you to have fun. I want all of us to have fun, right? So are you a consumer, or are you an enthusiast? In the car industry, because I'm such a car enthusiast, I always say, are you a commuter or are you a driver? Okay. Commuter is you get from A to B and you use it as a tool to get from A to B. I'm a driver. I get in the car to drive the car. I don't care if it's to go to the post office to drop off packages. I drive the car, right? I'm not a commuter. And it's the same thing with all this stuff. Some people could say, I need a cup of coffee. And I'm like, let me go down this weird rabbit hole about burr grinders for 45 minutes. I could bore you. I have 3 different burr grinders from 3 different companies from 3 different countries. I could totally bore you with that whole nerdy thing, or I could just make coffee, right? It's kind of funny. So let me ask you, do you have something in your life that people think is ridiculous? Like you have a $1,000 fountain pen, or you have or even, it doesn't have to be expensive. I'm just saying, the thing that your friends are like, He's so weird. He's like totally into, could be Pokemon cards. I don't care. It doesn't matter. He's an enthusiast about this thing and I have zero understanding about it. Right. Um, because that's, I don't know. I think it's really cool. I think it's a cool thing to think about. And I am a guitar enthusiast. I want you to be a guitar enthusiast, right? And I want you to enjoy the guitar stuff with the rest of us if you are a person who is acting as a consumer. And we just want you to enjoy it with us all. That's really it.